Hey everyone, it's Deb Rock Evans and welcome to the replay of this quick little live video that I'm doing today, and I'm going to be giving you 3 tips on how to really keep it real with your live videos. So I hope you're going to get some gold out of this. Hey Louise, how are you? Good to have you here, hun. So look, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Deb Rock Evans. I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a singer in a couple of bands, I'm a branding strategist and designer, I'm also a web designer, and I'm the creator of the free 5-day Facebook Live video challenge, which is a really cool challenge that's held over in my Facebook group. It's going to be once every quarter, and I'm going to be running it one more time this year. So if you've been thinking about live video, you should jump on and join that. I believe I've popped the link in the comment in the post here, but it's a really cool challenge. And I'm also the creator of the brand new Rocket Live 3-week course designed to help you go live with confidence and purpose on your own business page. But hey, that's not what I'm here for, and that wasn't meant to sound like an icky, slimy sales pitch at all. I just wanted to introduce myself to you guys. So I haven't been live on here in this capacity for a little while. And I've got some tips for you today. So if you have not gone live on your page before and you're wondering how the hell you're going to do it without coming across like a noob, or coming across not authentically and not true to you. You know, if you're anything like me, you worry about that kind of thing. I don't want people to see me online and think that I'm not being me, that I'm being larger than life, that I'm being false, really. And I'm talking to you if you're an entrepreneur, especially living, an online entrepreneur or a small business owner. You are your brand, basically, and you're dealing with people who know you personally, or probably have met you online, or have met you in person, right? So they know what you're like, and they know what you're about, and they'll be able to see through your bullshit when you're not coming across authentically. So I want to give you 3 tips today to help you come across a whole lot more naturally the way you do in real life, okay? Because it's really important. Video doesn't hide anything, you know, it reveals everything, which is actually, ironically, what makes it so powerful as a medium to really connect with and engage with your audience. Is because people are going to work out pretty quickly whether they like you or not. And they're also going to work out pretty quickly whether you're being false or salesy or really true to yourself and quite authentic in the way you come across. So my 3 tips for you are, tip number 1 is to just pretend that you're chatting to your best friend. And you know, in order to do this, you might actually want to cover up your screen. If you're using your phone, you might want to cover that up so that you're not staring at yourself the whole time. But just think about the fact that if your best friend was standing here right in front of you, how would you be talking to them? You know, so don't exaggerate or go any more over what you would sitting and chatting to, or standing and chatting to your best friend. And if you want to have something in your hand to make you feel more relaxed, like a cup of tea, for example, you're having a cup of tea with your best friend, then do that. So that is my tip number 1. Now, I know it's easier said than done because you're going to be nervous anyway, but the last thing you want to be doing really is staring at your face and then staring at the little live up above and looking for the numbers and, you know, getting all panicky about who's watching or who's not watching. Really, it's better to just be quite oblivious to that and just pretend that you are standing and chatting to your best friend. So even if you have, or your partner, or whoever's, you know, special to you and puts you at ease, right? And if you've got a photo of them to remind them that they're there with you in spirit, then do it, you know. And just a little side tip from this tip, it'd be a pretty cool idea to get your best friend or partner or whoever this person is to watch your live later and get their opinion on whether they think you are actually coming across authentically or not, because they're going to know, right? So that's also a really good idea, is to get their feedback and actually be quite aware of the nuances of the way you come across and perform, if you like, on camera, which you don't in real life. So that's definitely, that's sort of like tip number 1A. Okay, so that was number 1. Pretend it's your BFF, right, that you're chatting to them. And keep it conversational and light the way you would with them. So don't try to be something you're not. Don't try to come across ultra professional or really slick or really rehearsed, or God forbid, don't use a teleprompter or anything like that. Pardon me, I've still got a cold. Just come across naturally as possible, right? It really is going to make all the difference. Tip number 2, do not stare down the barrel of the lens, okay? Don't eyeball me. People don't eyeball each other in conversations, you know. They look away, they look up, they look down, they look at different parts of people as well, you know. We don't always eyeball each other, do we? We just don't. If we did, we'd make each other feel really, really uncomfortable. So do that. Don't feel like, just because I'm talking to the lens or talking to the camera here, that I actually have to stare down the barrel of the lens the whole time. You don't. You really don't. You definitely need to know where the lens is, and you need to make eye contact with it, rather than be staring at you on the screen. Then you won't be making eye contact with your viewer at all, which is kind of worse. But so be aware of where the lens is, but don't stare at it the whole time. Look away, look at different things. You can refer to notes if you want to. Just look away, kind of the way I am now, but don't eyeball them the whole time. That's another way to help you come across the way you would in a real conversation. If I was standing right here between you and me right now, I would not be eyeballing you the whole time. And so that was tip number 2. Tip number 3 on how to keep it real and come across more naturally online is to share something personal. Oh, someone's just jumped on. Thagore, thank you. I don't know what you just said, because it's in Spanish, I think, but I'll have to look that up later. But hi, thanks for being here. Share something personal about you, or about a situation, or something you've been thinking, or something you've just experienced or noticed, or that's going to help give people some insight into who you really are and what you're about, other than your work. And, you know, it doesn't mean you have to share something deep. It really doesn't have to be that at all. It could just even give people a little bit of insight into what your life is like outside of your profession. If you've got kids and you don't mind your kids being online, maybe, you know, be doing something with them around, do a live with them around, or showing people your office or your space where you work. Showing them your view. I've got a view. Let me show you my view, everyone. If there we go. This is my view, everyone. I live in Whitby, New Zealand, and that is the view from my office. I'm a pretty lucky girl. So share something personal of yourself, to let people get an idea, a sense of who you are and what you're all about. And, you know, so it doesn't have to be informational. You don't have to, like I said, you don't have to share your deepest, darkest secrets, but just something that's going to give people a little bit more of an insight into who you really are, above and beyond your brand and your business. So that's my 3 tips for you guys to help you keep it real online. And just not feel so icky in yourself when you're going live and feel so awkward. Do you know what I mean? When you watch back and look at yourself, you don't want to feel, oh God, what was I doing? You want to be able to see yourself and recognize yourself. Likewise, you want your best friend or your partner to be able to watch it and go, yeah, that's you. So that's the end goal, right? That is the end goal. That's the end goal that I believe in anyway. So if you're interested in doing live video and you think like me in that you want to come across authentically, for want of better words, that you want to be true to yourself, you want to show up and be the real you and not feel false, slimy, or just not you, just not authentic, then I believe the same thing. That is the power of live video, is the ability to capture us the way we really are and bring all of us to our brand and the way we show up online. So if that sounds of interest to you, then that is what I love to help people do. I'm all about us being real, first and foremost, then being remembered and being revolutionary in the message that we're getting out there and the impact that we're having on the world with our fantastic small businesses. So thank you very much for joining me, especially all you replay viewers. And I'll have plenty more of these coming, so stay tuned. Don't forget to follow me or like my page if you don't already. When this live finishes, you'll notice there's an option to subscribe for notifications for when I go live. Don't forget to click on that, and then you will get notified the next time I jump on with some more tips on how to go live, basically. And just before I leave, I would be remiss of me not to mention that my 5-day challenge is starting again on Monday, October 2nd, and that is no matter where you are in the world, it'll be your Monday, October 2nd. And we will be going live in my private Facebook group for 5 days in a row. We're a very supportive bunch of people in there. It's totally designed for people who haven't been live before and just need to get over their hang-ups of going live and seeing themselves on video and all that kind of thing. So it's completely designed for people like you. You'll get an email every day with a technical tip of something to focus on, and then in the Facebook group I will give you a different topic every day to talk to. So you don't have to think about your own content, you just need to answer the questions and turn up and share. Let us see you, let us see the real you. So if that sounds like something that's of interest, you really want to give it a go, I highly recommend you come try it out. Lots of people have done it and they really love what they get out of it. So do consider that, and thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you here next time. Catch you later. Bye.